Hi, pals. Hi, pals, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris Show. Here's your hosts, Lucie, Chris, and Hugh. Gosh.
And who?
And now, Disneyland Paris News.
Fiendish foods.
Creepy characters.
Great genes.
That's strange.
Windpipes.
Bong.
We're in a gazebo.
I just changed it when we weren't looking.
You didn't tell me you were going to do that. The listeners are confused, but we have a backdrop when we do it on the YouTube channel, and Chris has just changed it so that we're sat under the gazebo.
Yeah.
And it feels very half a sixpence.
But actually, it's not the gazebo, because if you just move yourself to the side slightly, you'll see the gazebo's behind you. We're actually in the train station. I believe.
See that. I just saw the wrought iron railings.
Yeah.
It's still, I'll take it from being half sixpence to being Hello Dolly then.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Which would be playing. I can hear it playing. Put on your Sunday best. Oh, my word.
I honestly think in some kind of like, what's that thing they do with in Clockwork Orange where they're playing Beethoven and then torture him? I mean, psychologically, what's that called? It's Pavlovian stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I've genuinely never seen Clockwork Orange.
Oh, don't.
And I'm a Kubrick fan, but I've not seen it.
Do because it's seminal, but don't because it's gross.
Right.
Anyway, I honestly think because I watched Hello Dolly on loop as a child.
Same.
And it filled my heart in so many ways. It has defined who I am as that movie. And I honestly think that's part of the reason I love Disneyland Paris so much is because I start hearing "Put on your Sunday clothes" I walk down Main Street, and there's a little bit of an 8-year-old in me that goes, "Oh," and I'm back.
Right, so can I just say that is the exact feeling that I had the first time I went to Disneyland Paris. I know we always talk about the Halloween thing and everything, but that is it for me.
Unlocked
My
it.
love of Disneyland Paris is going down Main Street and music from Hello Dolly coming on. And the Music Man as well, which I also watched on loop when I was a kid.
Yep.
So actually, I've completely inadvertently put up a picture that's triggered both of us.
Yeah.
Wow, in a positive way.
It's Disney that does it. It's like, it literally like, I don't know, it like flicks that Beethoven switch in me. That it really does. What is it for you guys? That must be a conversation starter right there. What is it that like flicks your switch when you're on your way into Disneyland Paris? Is it the €1 guy? Is that what it is? Is that who you get excited about?
Do you know what's really cool, by the way?
Yeah.
This image that we're using as a background today, it kind of feels like we're in the studio at a big sporting event or something, doesn't it? With everything going on behind us.
Yeah, or in the nest at Eurovision. You know when they do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
With those people.
Yeah. So anyway, what are we doing again?
I don't know. Do you know what we haven't? We've addressed the elephant who isn't in the room though. No, we haven't addressed the envelope.
We've addressed the elephant, but we haven't addressed the envelope.
I don't know what What just happened?
Right, what Lucy's trying to say is Hugh's not here.
Hugh's not here because some of you may know he's got a couple of books out on the shelves at the moment.
He do.
And HarperCollins, no, what is it? Farshaw, who are a subset of HarperCollins, have got him on a promotional book tour.
I love the way every time you mention the book, you have to say Farshaw, a subset of HarperCollins.
Yeah, that's in my contract as his PA. But he's on his little travelling around the country signing books and doing art demonstrations at the moment. And he has just been in Bath.
Nice.
So if there's anyone here who's from Bath, you've missed him. That's all I've got to say. There's no point promoting it now. You've missed him.
Well, unless you didn't, in which case you saw him.
Yeah. Fantastic. And I honestly don't know where he is next. So I also can't promote that. So I am failing, although I did name drop the publisher. So that's good to know.
They will be pleased.
They'll be so pleased at my inability to promote his events.
Do you want to know what we've got on the show today?
I really would like to know.
Aside from the news, I've got a little bit of audience correspondence, a couple of things, because I dropped a Facebook post earlier on today to ask some questions. I don't think anyone sent me any Tiki Cup pictures. Send me some Tiki Cup pictures. I can put them into the Tiki Cup bit. It's good. But I've also got a trip report from Nick Murray, which will be nice.
That'll be lovely.
Something's going on off camera. Here we go.
I'm excited about
Props.
Nick Murray's trip report.
Our podcast technician noticed we were missing something and has duly delivered. So, are we doing that now? Go on, you do. This is your show.
You carry on doing what you were doing.
I've done it. That's it. We've got a trip report from Nick Murray coming up as well.
Right. I have never blown this. It's not like a
I do this when Hugh's not here.
Oh, that's very good. Maybe we just stick with that. But now it's in my hand. I need to try
you do it. Yeah,
But it's not like a kazoo where you have to like sing.
No,
into it,
you just blow into it.
Literally
Can I show you? Look, it's 4 different whistles. Each one has a different tone. So when you blow into it, it blows all of them. It's clever,
science.
Isn't it? You have to wait for the jingle first.
Who are they?
All aboard! You see, I do it properly.
Yeah, you did do it properly. I'm impressed.
I know, I do it properly. Do you know what? We're a bit like a stool in this show.
A chair.
Is that we need 3 legs or we just fall over. And I don't think it's any particular one of us. I just think as soon as you remove that 3rd leg, it all gets a little bit anarchic.
But it's kind of what makes it fun, though, for us.
Yeah.
Fly. We've got a well-oiled machine now with the 3 of us, I think.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And so when one of us is missing, it just makes it a little bit chaotic. But that's kind of fun. It makes it a little bit nerve-wracking and stuff as well.
It's a bit more like a thrill ride. A bit more going down a bumpy hill with your hands off the handlebars.
Yeah. So why do we play that jingle and be like, because we look at who's in the chat.
Who's in the chat? Well, I can't see from here.
Right,
Chris,
well, I'll do some reading off the chat list, which is why I'm looking down at the moment instead of looking at the camera. Okay, we've got Joey in the chat. Joey says, hey, everyone, excited for a rain show because she's misread it, she says later on. And we all need to know what you decided after last week's episode.
We have decided.
Oh.
We nearly paid the deposit yesterday, and then I realised that my American Express statement closes tomorrow, and I would rather the money be in next month's statement. Anyone who plays the credit card game knows what I'm on about.
Mm-hmm.
So as of probably tomorrow evening, we will be booked. I will tell you what it is in a minute.
Very good. Coming up. People coming up. We also have Andrew Heaver in the chat, who isn't here at the moment. He's hoping to catch up later. Louise sees in the chat as well, says hoping to drop by for a bit of a live show. Nick is there as well, saying good evening, guys. Hope everyone is okay. 305 days until our Disney World trip. This will be the first time in going since Jasmine was 11 months old, over 7 years ago, and only our 2nd trip to Disney.
Yay! Hey. That is very, very, very exciting.
And we've got a DLP trip report from Nick, as I said, coming up as well. Ruth is in the chat. Hi, everyone. Looking forward to the show. John's in the chat. Evening, pals. Hope everyone's well. Halloween at DLP is looking really good this year. Agreed. We'll talk about that in a bit, probably.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know what the news is, but the titles of the news bits made it feel a little bit like it might be Halloween related.
Maybe.
Bonnie's saying hello. Jen O.B., one of our members is saying, hey, Disney pals. Ed Swan's in the chat. Martin Haskins in the chat. Just putting his 3-year-old to bed. Where the Spencers go. Hey, we have 5 days left on the Disney countdown. 5 days.
5 days.
It's our first time during Halloween season.
Us too.
Excellent. No, Hugh feels strange, says John, who provides a comedic relief. I think we're doing a fairly good job of it at the moment. It's going to be exactly the same, just a little bit less grumpy.
The wit is going to be slightly slower and less edgy, but it will be there.
Martin says Hello Dolly was on TV this weekend. He's not seen it, but he's going to look it up.
It's amazing.
I love it. I mean, Walter Matthau is questionable with his singing, but he absolutely commits to the bit, which for me makes it work incredibly well. And it's the best thing that Michael Crawford's done outside of Barnum.
And Michael Crawford was realistically my first human crush.
I get that.
We all have cartoon crushes when we're younger, but I really liked Michael Crawford. Bonnie's looking at me like, revelations. Oh, you need to see Hello Dolly, Bonnie. In fact, I feel like a bad parent.
You really should watch it, Bonnie. Bonnie. I also think Michael Crawford has, what do you call it? Yeah, no, it's gone. I completely forgot what I was going to say.
Out there's a world out of yonkers.
I wanted to be him. And
Yes.
that was it. I watched that film and I wanted to be him. And me and my brother, Si, we used to watch all these films and you were always the characters of it. We didn't necessarily play the shows, if you know what I mean, but we were. And so I was Michael Crawford and he was Barnaby.
Barnaby.
He was little Barnaby. That's what it was to me.
Oh,
happy days.
I know. I would have so come and played what's she called, Miss June or something.
Yeah.
I so would have come and played that with you.
It only takes a moment.
We've got elegance. Carry
if
on.
You ain't got elegance.
Right, you need to carry on.
I was carrying on. Nick Murray says, I get very emotional walking down Main Street and hearing certain songs being played. For instance, the very emotional piece of music from Up.
Yes.
I agree, yeah. Michael Jackson says Halloween in Disney is the best season. And then Hassan Terrell says, guess what, next Sunday morning, it's my mum's birthday coming up on Lakewood Church service. There you go. Martin says, I grew up with Frank Spencer. Spencer.
That wasn't
hour.
my crush.
I mean, it's what he's known for, but it's not.
I also didn't watch it, so it's no lie to say to me he was Cornelius and Barnum. You know what I mean? That's a very different thing. Mm-hmm. I also didn't connect the dots of Phantom of the Opera till I was a lot older.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that either. It was definitely Hello Dolly and Barnum.
Yeah. God, Barnum's good as well. Oh my word, the film of the live show of that.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Absolutely blitzes any flipping whatever it's called film. What's it called? Greatest Showman film ever in the world.
I think that's why I hate Greatest Showman as much as I do.
Same. Anyway.
What
happens after we've done that's everybody in the chat at the moment.
Sorry.
Keep it coming in.
You see, here's the problem. Me and Chris have got very, very, very similar interests. Mm-hmm. And when we don't have Hugh, who has quite different interests, to kind of add a little salt to our sugar, we just talk about
musicals constantly.
1960s film musicals will pretty much be our main topic of conversation. But you're here for the news.
I am here for the news.
Not
Bong.
Here. You're here for the drinks. They will come in a moment.
Bong.
We don't need a bong.
You can do it if you want. Thanks,
Bonnie. We got a bong. Nope. I'm going to start with some little ones, a couple of little newses, and then we can progress to the drinks and then more news.
Sounds beautiful.
Great jeans. Okay, after our very successful merchandise special last time, I have had my eye on some merchandise. Do you know what there is? There is some really, really, really cute Chip and Dale plushes. Have you seen them?
Oh, I don't think I have, no.
They're in like
Halloween ones?
No, they're not Halloween, and they're not really Christmas. They're just winter, which is why I'm not saving them for the Christmas roundup. They've got kind of the fluffy coats on, like you'd go skiing in, but they're like the hoodies with like winter scenes there, so it's not Christmas, and they are really cute. So that's number one. Number two is Wishables. have got a special Halloween series. Bonnie loves a Wishables blind bag, loves it. So we're already kind of, that might be a serious port of call when we get there onto the Emporium, taking our 15% off for our annual passes, very proudly, going, yay, we're back. But what I'm really here to talk to you about is that Levi's, the jeans, not Dolly, the jeans.
Wow, it's all here today,
it's all
isn't it?
full circle, what a callback. And Toy Story have done a collaboration. Now, I really like that this is listed as a Levi Toy Story collaboration, as if Toy Story is kind of like a committee of themselves.
Yeah.
As if they've got round the little table under the bed with Etch and kind of had a meeting about who they might collaborate with next.
The only way that the kids are going to recognise us again and start playing with us if we tie into Levi's and make some jeans.
We've got to stay relevant. We've got to stay relevant in a digital age. So... it's in Disney style, which is where the expensive adult clothes are. One of my favourite shops, not going to lie. And yeah, it's Levi jeans and Toy Story. So they've got a lot of stuff going on. But briefly, they've got like a denim shirt that is cow print.
Oh, yeah.
Here for that.
Okay.
They've got a really nice tote bag, really nice, like thick. I don't know if it's jean fabric, but it's like sort of aged and weathered, nice. Hoodies, t-shirts, that kind of thing. Where I'm like, are you really Levi's? Are you? Don't know. You're just a t-shirt, but I'll go with it. Mm-hmm. But then they've got the jeans that is torn and it's got patches on it of Woody's fabric. And I like, because I wear a lot of Disney clothes, and then people say to me, oh, Lucy, everything you wear is Disney. And then I'm like, stop picking on me. But if I can wear something that's subtle enough that I know it's Disney, but they don't, that's my like little crease that I like.
And you think that fits in that?
I think the jeans do.
Yeah, okay.
I think maybe the cow shirt does, if I'm honest.
I'd have to see them, because I'm picturing something that people would just look at you wearing them and go, who do you think you are, Woody?
No, they're not quite that out there.
Good. I'm glad.
I'm going to try and quickly find Chris a picture. I can't show the picture to you guys because it will be from a rival outlet if I do.
Rival? Yeah, because we're in competition with them all.
Yeah. Oh, cute.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, the Chip and Dale things are very cute.
Very, very, very
cute.
Very cute. And I have too much plush, and so it takes a lot for me to consider buying plush. But in that instance, I'm like, maybe. Yeah. Baby.
Yeah, I get that.
There's lots of Halloween stuff going on here, which we will talk about just shortly. If you want to talk about...
Do you want me to have a look through that and you do the next bit of news? Oh, have you found it? You found it? Okay. All right, so the shirt... Yeah, okay. I get it. That's all right.
There's no prices here either, but I imagine... The answer is expensive.
Oh, and the tote bag is very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. Classy Levi Strauss & Co. kind of look to it with a very, like, not at all Toy Story on brand writing. It's very much in keeping with that, with the Levi kind of theme. Oh, and the jeans are good. Okay.
Just Disney enough.
Yes, one small, what is it, yellow and red...
checked
patch, yeah. That's fine. I thought it was going to be massive patches.
The cow print is behind the torn holes.
Oh, and bits underneath as well. Okay. Yeah, okay. They look all right. They look good.
Got a nice denim jacket with like a distressed Woody printed on the back. He's not distressed. He's not upset. He actually looks quite chipper. I mean, the printing is distressed. Yeah. Another kind of shorter, kind of high-rise denim jacket with a cow collar. It's good. It's very in keeping for the...
quite like the hoodie.
Yeah.
Do you know what? So they're not what you think of when you think of Toy Story and the way in which the lettering for it and how it's printed. That isn't what any of this is. It's very much got a Levi feel to it.
Yeah.
And they look pretty cool.
They do.
And it's the picture of Woody that they're using with his back to you and things over his shoulder looks pretty cool. I quite like it. Quite like it all.
It's
tastefully done.
Very tasteful.
Yeah.
This is very the kind of thing that you find in that style shop in Paris. And you know what? I like Paris for this because it is always slightly on the more designery, subtly side than the equivalent is in America, where it's like, we're Disney, ha! It's always a little bit more muted, and I quite like that.
Yeah.
Right, so that's it. Great jeans.
Great jeans.
Are you thirsty?
I'm very thirsty.
Hey, ole, it's showtime! All together! Your tiki 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 cup in your tiki 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 cup. Well, you made yourself a beverage, I'll drink it up from your tiki 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 cup.
We get a nice little break while that video plays now, you see. There's no audio or anything, so we can just talk to each other. And
Chris just turned to me and went, "You all right?" And I'm like, "What are you asking me that for? Do I not seem all right?" Hello.
I've got a green cup. There we go, which is almost like ghost-like, which is kind of good for Halloween. And I'm having one of Hugh's Tropical Blast Zero Sugars grapefruit, pineapple and grapefruit. Thanks, Hugh.
I went upstairs and stole it off his desk. Just one of the many ways in which Hugh is here in spirit. Another way Hugh is here in spirit is he got very excited in Aldi the other day because he found pumpkin spice Ballycastle Irish cream. You heard that right. That's pumpkin spice Ballycastle Irish cream. And I thought,
we're going to neck it now, so there's none left for
the Christmas season, that me and Chris Halloween season, that me and Chris should have a little snifter of this. So I texted Hugh to ask him, and he hasn't replied. So we're drinking it anyway.
Hugh has replied. He says, "Guys, my seat number on the train is D37. I am watching small portions of that."
Oh no, he's in the chat.
Hugh entered the chat.
He's in the chat.
Oh, look at this.
That's a small portion. Can you check that Hugh approves of that portion,
Does this work for you, Hugh? It's about, I would say, roughly 2 centimetres, 1 inch in depth in your Disneyland Paris glasses, specifically for drinking this type of drink out of.
Obviously, in the Disneyland Paris classes.
Hugh says he did reply. He was on the underground.
Oh, okay.
There we are.
Down underground.
That will suffice, he said.
Okay.
So we're allowed to drink this. Excellent.
Jolly good. Jolly good. Right, more news.
Oh, shall we?
Yay. Right.
Fridge now, please.
Fridge now.
Bonnie, can you put this in the fridge, please? I know it's alcohol and you shouldn't be touching it, but just put that in the fridge.
She's going to lick her fingers and fall over drunk. Fiendish foods. Right, here's the situation. Let me preface all this. Halloween has begun. Are you aware of that?
I am.
As shown by the wind yesterday, because we had very Halloweeny weather where we were, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Extremely Halloweeny weather. It's like you could hear ghouls going ooh through the trees. Ooh. We, like many of you, are going to Disneyland Paris for Halloween, and I want to get excited about that, and I want to report on that. But I also don't want to spoil it too much for myself. So I've been going to my usual resource sites, and I've been going on the app and stuff, and I've been seeing what there is there. But when I get too many visuals, I've been striking past.
Okay.
So...
Right.
I'm just kind of saying that in that I'm not going to be giving commentaries on parades and costumes and things too much because I deliberately have blurred my eyes.
Understand.
As I've gone through it.
We can fill on that retrospectively when you get back.
We can.
Yeah.
But the factual stuff is right here at my fingertips. So we're going to start with what I've seen of food that we didn't know about. Some of the stuff we've already reported on when seasons were announced and things like that. Mm-hmm. Now that it's actually live, there are menus up, and so I'm able to tell you exactly what we've got. There's quite a lot going on here, Chris.
Is there?
There is. So...
This is very nice, by the way, Hugh. It's fine. It's fine. In a good way, not like it's fine. It's fine. I really like that.
It tastes like aftershave.
It does not taste like aftershave. It tastes like gingerbread and everything wonderful about this season.
Give it a minute. I'll tell you in a second. Right, first of all, Hugh declared... I said, are we going to Annette's this time? Because Hugh has recently developed a crush on Annette's.
I noticed, yeah.
Something to do with the tight jeans, don't know. And he said, no, it's not a Halloweeny destination. Well... They've just announced a Halloween burger. It is the Maleficent burger, original Annette's original.
There you go.
And it is beefsteak, pesto gouda, bacon, aubergine, soya portobello mushrooms, spinach shoots, purple mustard sauce, served with 15 tater tots. And that is €23. Now then, it's in one of those black buns. That's going to be a theme. There's a lot of black buns going on around.
Okay.
So it's in the black buns, and it's got like one of those thin cheesy biscuits that's black, that's in the shape of her horns sticking out of it.
Yeah.
So it does look very cool. And I just wondered, because this is going to be a theme, how you feel about a black bun.
I mean, I don't really mind. What is it, squid ink or something? Or how do they make it black? Burn it. It's just really badly burnt.
It's probably, I don't know. It's probably just food colouring. It doesn't specify in any of the menus. And you'd think if it was any kind of flavouring.
I would imagine, the flavouring will be minimal.
Yeah.
There's an alarm going off somewhere outside, isn't there?
Yeah, it's fine.
Excellent.
That is nice. That is cinnamony.
Yes.
I can get cinnamony now.
It's nice. Hugh says his mum's called Annette. It's a bit of a mood killer.
Okay. Right. So you're ambivalent to black buns.
It doesn't bother me. I would not order one because it had a black bun.
Okay. Because I quite like them visually.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten one in a long time since it was like Star Wars season. But the thing about this is purple mustard sauce and the pesto gouda, of course, is green.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. When I looked at it, it is starting to look like a mouldy burger. It is
Halloween.
That's not judgment on Annette's as a food place. I'm sure it's absolutely delicious, but it's suddenly started to look a bit off-putting. So,
but the stuff that's in it sounds good.
I love pesto.
Yeah, I love pesto as well.
Pesto.
Bit of aubergine for your purple. Soya portobello mushroom.
What's the soya bit there in a
Dunno.
portobello mushroom? Am I being a bit dumb?
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. Don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I would order that for the likes. Yeah.
For the likes.
I would order it for the experience.
To Instagram it.
Yeah, I think. No, in all seriousness, if it doesn't contain a large amount of tomato, I do like to be a little bit experimental with my burger ordering. So I think I would try that one. That should be in a different thing. Cafe Hyperion have done a very similar thing. They've got a beef boo burger. Excuse you.
Beef boo.
Yep. And that's blue Gouda, red cabbage, and a black bun and a burger patty and, all the rest.
Yeah.
They also then have this, like, mischievous cheesecake, which is like a little pink dome. I really like the look of this. It doesn't look like a brain because it's perfectly smooth, but it's a very strange thing to think for Halloween, but it did look really Halloween-y.
Right.
Just like a pink blob. And it's
Right.
like, it's blueberry flavoured. I'm very excited about it, Chris, but you're looking sceptical.
You've just said it doesn't look like a brain. It's just a pink blob. What part of that am I supposed to get excited about?
Well, the thing is, I know that if it's like, this is what we're having for Halloween food, you would expect it to look like something spooky, and so that's why I disclaimed it with the brain. Haha, there we go. Oh no, that's not it. Right.
I'm starting to understand how it must feel to you guys when I'm in the chat and you two are on, because Hughes now says black bun all the way. Whoa, black bun, bam a lamb. Whoa, black bun, bam a lamb.
It's like he's in the room.
It is.
Right, never mind. That will also come up later. So, moving away from Hyperion, the Old Mill have got two little...
Very long queue for coffee.
A very long queue for coffee. And some very, like, cute Halloween-looking things, but I suspect they're both quite uninspiring to eat.
It's a shortbread, then.
Yes. So, I mean, they're penning it as a Mickey's Fantastic Cookie, which is like some fondant that's got Mickey printed on it.
Okay.
And on a shortbread cookie.
Yeah.
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 And then
okay.
I'm not entirely sure what the Cursed Crunch is, but it looked biscuit
Got
sized.
cyanide in it.
Yeah. It looked, yeah, maybe. it looked like biscuit sized and shaped, but it was like pink and green on either side.
What it does is when you eat it, your left and right get confused. So every time you try to go left, you go right, and if you try to go right, you go left.
Oh, that's a very gentle curse, Chris.
It's a nice curse.
That's
isn't it?
just a dance teacher's curse. You know about me and mirror teaching, don't you?
It's like one of the bad power-ups that you get in a computer game.
Oh, yeah. That's really annoying.
Power down? No, call it a power down. You think they would, wouldn't you? I don't know. I'm just waffling now. Come on. What's next?
Okay. I'm getting it. Well, I want to tell you the what's in the Lucky Nugget, but I'll do that in a second. You can get a Skellington Ice Cream Sunday. And they've spelt it like I used to spell skeleton when I was little.
Skellington.
Skellington.
Oh, okay.
That's how I always spelt it. So
Is that because
I had
it's
to double check that.
Jack Skellington themed?
Is that how they spell Jack Skellington?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
That's what that is.
Oh, yes.
And that's at the Gibson Girl Ice Cream Parlour. And it's like, it's got these like little balls of chocolate chips that kind of look like spooky balls. It's got some sauce, and it's got chocolate and vanilla, and that looks good. And I like ice cream, so we would have that.
Sounds good.
I had a full tub of Ben and Jerry's last night. I didn't mean to. I fell into it. And then they've got donuts and brookies down Main Street at the Cable Car Bakery and at the deli, just at the window things. Your standard donuts that have just got orange stripes instead of, that kind of thing.
The usual.
The huge. Victoria's have got some good looking stuff. They always like to have these quite feature cakes in like an individual cake that looks too big for one person but too small to share, that size.
They're not too big. They're definitely,
Are they just
meal
right?
for one, that's what I'm saying.
Are they absolute Goldilocks in your world?
Perfect size, yeah.
Yeah. Cruella cake to share. Oh, it does specify to share. It's mandarin mousse.
I'm not sharing it.
Praline and puppies.
Puppies.
That's what they've got on the menu. So I don't know if they've actually
is
got
that like
ground up puppies.
Is that like innocent smoothies? Have you ever noticed that on if you pick up a bottle of innocent smoothie, it tells you all the fruit that's gone into it, but sometimes it has things like a bicycle and stuff like that on the back of it. Just for laughs. 'Cause
I've
it's
seen
funny.
that.
It's funny.
I've seen that. Or sometimes it lists the ingredients and then it goes ... and love.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I bet it is. All those people working 12-hour shifts in a factory. Right. I don't know where that came from. Then you've got the Pumpkin King cake. Which is vanilla mousse and praline. And then Sally's patchwork pudding. Insert joke
There's
here.
a lot of alliteration going on.
Yes. Almond shortbread, vanilla cream, and blueberry. And yeah, they're all at Victoria's. Right, I'm quickly going to
quite nice.
get up the menu for the Unlucky Nugget because we've talked about this at length. There is a lot of pictures of this up now, guys.
Have you avoided it?
I've seen them. I haven't studied them to talk about, but I have seen them. If you want to,
Have you seen the set
them.
piece?
Yes, you talk about.
There's a really nice set piece in there, which is basically it's part of the ride, really, isn't it? Part of the Phantom Manor ride, effectively. It's the Phantom playing the piano.
Yeah, the shadow.
With the shadow, yeah, which is really, really cool. And next to it, there's a portrait of what's her face? I was going to say Melania then. Melanie.
You wouldn't be very wrong with that, would you?
With the Phantom appearing and disappearing behind her and stuff. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and it's all decorated nicely with your classic Halloween fare around the fences. No, balustrades. What do you call it?
Balustrades.
The balcony. Railings. That's the word I was looking. Banisters. Railings.
Yeah.
All that stuff. All nice decorations all around. It's very and Phantom Manor-y music going on as well.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
It does look very cool. Right, I've got the menu up now.
Go on.
In days gone by, you could only do set menus at Lucky Nugget. They've now brought in an a la carte menu, which is good to know. But so I'm going to go down the a la carte ones because most of the things on the a la carte is on one of the set menus. Right, so you've got Haunted Nuggets.
Oh, yeah.
Bonnie, what's your cereal called this week?
Hideous Haunted Hoops.
We've got some
Haunted
Halloween
Hoops.
cereals and it's Hideous Haunted Hoops and it's just chocolate hoops. Just chocolate. They do this, don't they? They just And you can get like Fiendish Fancies, which are just fairy cakes. You've seen them in
Don't look at me, I'm hideous. That's what I think of every time anyone says hideous. I think of that
Hideous.
scene in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
in Deathly Hallows.
So we've got Lucky
Part two.
Nugget crispy chicken, which I just think is chicken. But it's got cheddar sauce, sweet chili sauce served with chips and sweet potato chips or fresh salad.
Oh,
Yeah, what are they called, Bonnie?
Jaffaween
Oh,
cake bars.
Jaffaween cake bars. which are just
Jaffaween cake
Jaffa
bars.
cake bars.
This is one of the things that Hugh gets annoyed by, isn't it?
I like it. I think it's cute and funny.
Do you get annoyed by this, Hugh, or do you think it's good? It's one of the two.
He buys them. He buys into the system.
Yeah,
So
isn't it just that it's not any different? It's just the same thing, but they've given it a Halloween name, and they're like, "That'll do, that'll do."
Burger of the Manor.
Burger of the Manor.
Burger of the
Here
Manor.
he is, Burger of the Manor.
Yeah. Every town needs one, a burger
King of the
Manor.
castle, Burger of the Manor.
And this is pulled chicken. Hugh says, yes, I suppose, sir. Oh, I think that just came through. He's just left
Just
the underground,
applied.
hasn't he? Right, burger with pulled chicken, caramelised onion and black garlic sauce. Hello. That's really cheekily interesting to me.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Doritos, now that gets me. I'm not a fan of this, like, putting crunchy on what should be a soft food item. I know a lot of people do. Crisp sandwiches, not for me. So I'm not sure about putting Doritos on.
The thing about being wrong about stuff, Lucy, is that other people are right.
See, I'm really unfamiliar with that. And when I experience it, I'll let you know. So, Doritos, bacon, iceberg lettuce, pepper jack cheese, served with chips and potato chips or fresh salad. That's piqued my interest.
Yes, it's piqued mine as well.
But I thought that's what I would order, and then I heard the next one.
Okay.
Very similar to Annette's, actually, but it's the Nuptial Doom Bagel.
Nuptial Doom Bagel.
I wish we'd served this at our wedding breakfast.
I have to say, I kind of love the inventiveness of that title.
Nothing says Nuptial Doom like a bagel. That's
Nuptial
what it
Doom.
is.
It's Nuptial Doom Bagel. It sounds.
It's a black bagel.
Yes, of course it is.
Of course it is. With a ground beef patty, pesto Gouda cheese. That's where it got me. It's like, pesto Gouda again? Never had pesto Gouda. Now I'm having it twice in one day. Red onion pickle, black currant mayonnaise, hello. And avocado cream. Again, they've got the purple and the green going on there, haven't they? Yeah. And
I wouldn't go in there for a while. I've just done a Nuptial Doom Bagel.
And
What
then,
the heck?
if you are vegan, this does not sound appetising. And Nuptial Doom Bagel sounds more appetising than a Manor Garden casserole.
Manor Garden
Now, I know
casserole.
that should sound really like organic and nice because it's come from the country garden, but have you seen that
Everything
garden?
in the Manor Garden's dead.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I made your dinner out of that. What? Never mind all the skeleton cats pooing everywhere.
Does it have a can of Monster in it? Because last time I was there, that's what I saw in the Manor Garden.
Oh, that's the guests. The guests are the scariest thing in Disneyland Paris. So in here you can have veneer rice and sautéed mushrooms, soybeans, Beyond Meat pea protein patties. I have problems with those.
Pea protein patty.
Pea protein patties. I think it's knowing what it is or the fact that it does look like meat but the texture is not meat that makes me gag.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not saying it tastes bad and people like it. It's purely psychosomatic. I just, for some reason, can't get
That's
them past
like,
my lips.
I was 14 years a vegetarian, and the first time I ate meat, it made me gag, and I thought
it?
that's after that period, and I thought, well, that's weird because I didn't dislike the taste of it. I probably should try again, and so I spent about 6 months still being vegetarian, but every now and again trying meat until it didn't make me gag anymore, and then I said, right, I'm not vegetarian anymore.
That's perseverance. How many cows died for you to get over your gag reflex?
I didn't eat a lot of beef at that time. It was all chicken.
Oh, good to know. Well, no problem with the gag reflex as we get onto the dessert menu. You can have a Tombstone Sundae, which is a vanilla sundae, black popcorn, a choice of sauce.
Black popcorn.
Black, again, Fortune Teller's Temptation, passion fruit mousse, caramel filling, and a sponge cake in a white chocolate shell with almond slivers and caramelised hazelnuts.
That sounds good.
That might be my, I'm going to try that thing, in that it's not a chocolate.
Fortune Teller's Temptation.
A Frightful Delight, which is vegan.
Slap
And this
around
is
the face. And then a bowl of ice cream. There you go.
a vanilla white mousse with cocoa butter and almonds, blueberries, blackcurrant, and a blackcurrant compote.
Blueberry and black.
It's compote jam.
It's not really jam, is it?
It's saucier than
It's
jam.
saucier than jam. It's
Saucier
when
than
you
jam.
you cook everything and you get it nice and like hot and stewy, and then you push it through a sieve, which is what you do with jam, isn't it? But you don't use the
It
gelatin.
gets a little
and
bit
stuff
denser and saucier and Frencher, doesn't it?
Although, is that a coolie? Am I thinking of a coolie? Maybe I'm thinking of a coolie. They're all in the same ballpark
some-
anyway.
yeah.
It's fruit and it's wet.
It's wet fruit with a lot of sugar in it. And then a ghostly fruit salad. You can't give us a fruit salad and pretend that it's got any edge whatsoever.
Has it got
Calling it
pale,
ghostly.
pale grapes, star fruit, everything that's got no colour to it.
on.
Dragon fruit.
No. Go on, there's a very obvious fruit that it's got in it.
Is it black berries, black
Nope.
currants,
Nope.
black grapes,
Nope.
black apples,
Blood orange.
blood orange? Right, okay.
It's got fruit salad with blood orange and candy floss.
Wow, that's frightful.
I know.
I'm scared to even contemplate it.
Yeah, right. So that, ladies and gents, was the Lucky Nugget, along with a few other eatery bits. There are plenty of themed cookies around, shortbread cookies if that's your thing, but these are some of the notable moments that you might want to check out. Right, I'm going on to the next bit of news. Do you want to interrupt me in any way?
Yeah, just a quick check from the audience and people present in this room. Am I doing a good enough job of being surly and filling in for Hugh right now in his absence?
Oh, no.
No, I need to go harder.
No.
Right.
I will tell you when you reach Hugh levels of surliness, but it takes a lot of practice and dedication. You need to like brew a rant for several days before you give it.
Okay.
You can't just improv a Hugh rant.
Right. No, that's fair. That is very fair.
You've got to work up the bile. Right, creepy characters. This is again we had this information and I told you what had been announced and now they're actually there. So some of this is a repeat on previous news, but you'll see. So Jack and Sally, with their new look, are here. They have moved to the back of Frontierland. And when we say the back, we mean the back.
The
Which is
way back.
that little like barn area that was briefly frozen that's opposite the Frontierland Theatre up near the train station. Do you know the one, Chris?
Is it where there used to be animals years and years ago, but there aren't anymore?
Oh, years ago there used to be
and
animals.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They periodically turn it into something seasonal, don't they? You had your photo taken there on a sledge with Sven, didn't you? Yeah. I wasn't talking to Chris then. I was talking to Bonnie off camera.
They had to move it temporarily the other day, didn't they? Is that part of our news? Is that later news?
That's later
news.
news.
There we go.
That's
Talk
later
about that in a
news.
bit then.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So you have to book that on a virtual queue. This is not line Bertie, thank the Lord. This is on the app. And the virtual queue opens at 8:45 and 1 p.m. So if you want to see those, this is... I like the virtual queue thing because if you're on it, it does make it easier to see. But I just don't think it's well enough advertised. Like even when I was going through the app, I thought, oh, I bet this is virtual queue. It was last year. And you see the character, then you have to click into the character and then you have to scroll down and then there's quite a small thing that says...
I took some
virtual.
video of me booking when I was there before because I was thinking I'd put a video together about it and I haven't done, but I completely agree with you. If I had a massive tip for first timers going to DLP now, it would be exactly that, to make sure you understand how that queue system works, because it isn't horrible. We got to see everyone we wanted to see in the time that we were there. But there is no guarantee that you'll get to, and knowing what you need to do so that you're there to do it at the right time is so important.
And there's going to be so many people. There's going to be so many people. I think it was particularly cruel with the Avengers campus. There's going to be people with 4-year-old boys who have been told that they can go and meet the
Spider-Man,
Avengers,
yeah.
Spider-Man or the Avengers. And then when they get there, they have to do this really brutal virtual queue, and it might take them 3 days to actually realise that's the thing. And then someone tells them, then they try do it and they miss the slot or whatever. And so if it works for you, it works really well.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a meet and greet video. I'm going to do one this week.
Wow.
I'm going to do it this week.
I love your commitment.
We'll see. Next week I'll give my excuse as to why it hasn't been done.
Yeah. Like me, I've recorded a talking about all the sit-down restaurants. I just haven't edited it yet.
Nice.
Hopefully it'll be up this week. Right. Also on the virtual queue, we have Mickey over at Phantom Manor. I couldn't find a picture of what costume he's wearing this year. He's usually a vampire.
Yes.
So I'm presuming it's the same one. And that would fit, that sort of purple pinstripe suit would work with Phantom Manor, so I'm hoping he is. Either way, also on the virtual queue. You've then got in Frontierland Miguel and Chippendale and Goofy.
Miguel. Ding! Miguel.
Miguel. Michael.
Bonnie's actually gone to ting it
Spanish
in the other
Michael.
room.
I wondered why there wasn't much on this desk today. It's the tinging. So Chippendale and Goofy are both in their Halloween outfits. And then in Adventureland, you've got Jafar and Hook. I mean, these are characters who do meet year round, but they've like solidified them for Halloween's, so they probably don't alternate with Aladdin and stuff.
I guess there's quite a bit more of it happening as well at the moment because the music festival's finished, because I think there was a lot less of it during that period of time because the spots were being used for something else,
Tigger and Stitch are in their Halloween outfits on Main Street. The Queen of Hearts and the Cheshire Cat are meeting in Fantasyland. In addition to that, you've got like roaming around the courtyard where the Sword and the Stone is. Is that called the Castle Courtyard? Yes.
Yes.
And doing like periodic shows. You've got Gaston, the Tremaines, as in Lady Tremaine and the sisters. I've said Gaston twice, but you know, he's on my mind. Evil Witch and Maleficent. Few more little things for Halloween that we haven't previously reported on is you can get special Halloween stickers only if you're staying at the Disney hotels, so make sure you ask for those at the desk if you want this limited edition stickers. And also something that passed me by is they're doing Halloween face painting, and they're doing that at the Mercantile.
Oh, okay.
At Thundermesa Mercantile, if you fancy a bit of that going on. Now, I did say when we went, we would spend one day working our way down everything in the Halloween section of the app. Like, we're going to do Halloween today for the vlogs. I'm not sure if any of us will get face painted. Although now I've said that out loud.
You're going to.
I think I want to get face
Force
painted.
Bonnie
And then
to.
Bonnie suddenly looked interested as well.
No, it's not that I'm thinking.
Do it.
Daddy can do that.
Yeah, I was going to say,
yeah, that's not.
Yeah, she's just thinking, yes, I'd like to see you get your face painted.
We don't need to get like that grease paint in that beard, do we? It'd stay there for. It'd be like a twit. It'd still be there at Christmas. I think. Other than saying how amazing everything looks, that's it for Halloween. Have I missed anything?
Not that I can think of, no.
The rest of it's decorations and parades and things which I'd rather experience and then tell you about. So, Chris has foreshadowed one of my bits
I keep doing
of
this,
news.
don't I? Week in, week out, I start
Fine.
talking about things
Just
before we
shows
get
you
to them
paying
in the news.
attention. Windpipes.
Windpipes.
Now, the first bit of that is the wind. I gather, you see, I thought we took the brunt of this up here in the north of England when we got Storm Amy, but apparently France have had high winds as well. So high, in fact, that it's ripped sections of trees down from the entrance of Adventureland. And you know that the bit that's next to the castle, the entrance.
Yeah.
And then there's kind of like some, I don't know what to call them, gardens, almost like rockery, sandy bits.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've been cordoned off and blocked because there's some big old bits of trees come down in there because of the high winds. It also blew some construction walls over, which makes me go, blow my mind, because they're massive.
Is that in the car park walkway?
Yeah. By the car park walkway, but like a whole row of them. And they're like very, very specifically designed to not blow over, like the rocks and stuff. So it must have been high. So that's the wind. The pipes, Chris is going to tell you about.
So back on, what day are we on now? Sunday? On Friday, I think it was. On Friday, they suddenly mysteriously put a load of go-away green gates up to stop anyone going into Frontierland. Well, not all of Frontierland, but the bit where Cowboy Cookout was. And nobody really knew what the problem was. But then very quickly they got proper hoarding up to stop anyone from getting into that area. Everything was completely shut off. A digger turned up. And then then yesterday they'd moved the hoardings to one side so people could get in because they'd obviously controlled the problem. But basically it looks like it was some kind of utility problem. So a burst water main, something along those lines, had caused a bit of a nightmare. And so people who planned to go and got bookings to go and see Jack and Sally couldn't.
Yeah,
amongst other things.
And they
couldn't
didn't
go
move them, which surprised me.
No.
Once they've done the virtual queue, you'd think they'd find a spot for them, but they didn't. But
the good news is they jumped in and dealt with it very, very quickly with actually really pretty minor disruption. So that's good.
Caught people's attention is usually if it's a minor thing, you'll just get a cast member going, go that way. But they really seriously blocked it off so people couldn't see. But then there was some like you said, diggers and those little mini crane things. And yeah, I think the official word was utility problem.
Yeah. But they were reporting it as an incident to start off with, and in some of the groups that I was looking at on Facebook on Friday, there were cast members saying, "If you find out what it is, can you tell us? Because even we don't know what's going on."
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
John has said.
Yeah. John says apparently a lady was knocked unconscious by a piece of wall flying in the village. It whacked her in the back of the neck. I hope she's okay. Gosh, yeah, I do as well.
So this isn't the Frontierland, this is a different thing.
This is different,
wow.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's brutal. That's unverified news. That's just come from John. But if that's true, I hope she's feeling okay.
You've got to be careful when you're out in a storm. That's the
well,
thing. It's such a difficult situation to be in.
Yeah, we didn't go out yesterday more than we had. Well, obviously Bonnie had got her usual clubs to go to, and then we just came straight home and stayed home, didn't we?
And I went out in it on Friday and Saturday because I have a dog and I had to walk the dog. I didn't have a choice.
No, it
but
worries
I
me.
hate it, mainly because I've seen the film Final Destination, and there's a bit in that where a piece of metal gets knocked by a train, and without going into further details, it's not very nice. And so,
well, you're not going to sunbed either.
That's automatically in my head. Anytime I go out in the wind, is the idea of something random being blown in the wind towards me when I'm not looking and hitting me in the back of the head.
Can I just? This is really going off, Disney. There was once. You know Daisy Hill in Dewsbury?
I do know Daisy Hill. Yeah, of course you know Daisy Hill.
So I was walking down this hill in Dewsbury. It's in town centre and there's shops outside, and one of the shops was having the roof done, and there was a skip, and the guy on top of the roof was throwing tiles from the roof into the skip, which, first of all, don't do that. That's bad.
Yeah, that is bad.
Secondly, I was walking along and a tile landed at my feet. A tile from a 3-story building, thrown, not dropped, landed at my feet. Now, if I had been half a foot further forward, it's not an exaggeration to say I'd be dead. You know what I mean? It was like near-death experience. Don't do that. I don't know why I brought that up. It just felt very Final Destination at the time, and it was
dark fast.
I know. It was about the time Final Destination was coming out, and I always think that was my Final Destination moment. And Bonnie says that went dark fast. Well, yeah, this is life. Right, last bit of news. That's strange. That almost felt like a segue.
That is strange. That is strange.
Nighttime show, Doctor Strange, Mystery of the Mystics. You're doubling up a bit there. I'm listening to Dan Brown's new book on audio, and it's called The Secret of Secrets. And I'm like, that sounds like a working title, doesn't it?
That sounds like everything. Oh, gee, don't get me started on Dan Brown.
It's really bad.
Is it really? Because I threw one of his books in the bin because I got so frustrated with how patronising he is when he talks about puzzles and stuff.
Yeah.
It just does my note. And the way he writes the whole thing like it should be a film. Because of the references that he puts into it are so specific, it's basically direction.
Yeah. It's years since I've read a Dan Brown, but I just kind of wanted. We are really going off.
You want to check your brain in?
I'd just come off a really good murder mystery novel, like a really good one, and I wanted another murder mystery novel, and that was like on the home screen, and I'm like, oh, he does thriller mysteries, and it's been years since I've read one of those, but it's so, like you say, it's so patronising and badly written. So, however, even within all that muck, he always manages to end a chapter in a way that you do keep on listening, that you've got to keep going. And I almost feel manipulated. You know, the way media manipulates you.
What was the second one that was made into a film? The one in the Vatican.
Angels and Demons.
Angels and Demons. So I was reading Angels and Demons, and I was reading it in the bath. I was sat in the bath reading it. And as you say, you get to the end of the chapter and you're like, oh, I'm going to carry on. I'll read another chapter. And I read the next one, and the whole way through I was thinking, he's just done me there because I didn't really want to carry on reading this. I didn't like it. And I read the next chapter, and eventually I just went, no, that's it, I've had enough. And I slung it over my back, and it landed in the bathroom bin. It's one of my proudest ever moments. Firstly, because of the willpower, but also because it actually went directly into the bin over my shoulder.
There you go. That's my current experience, but I can't throw an audiobook out because it's on my iPhone. Someone's asking what the book was that I read. I'm reading the Robert Galbraith strike novels, and it was the most recent one, The Hallmarked Man. So I am like 8 books in now, so I've got a bit of momentum.
Has she written that many of them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Written more than the Potter ones. But you know how me and you are West Wing fans?
Yes.
they've got a will they won't they situation running through the books that's akin to what was the name? You know the will.
Donna and thingy.
Yeah. The mother of all will they won't theys. Like, yeah, that one. I know. So it's like that. So that's really what I'm going. So I'll pretend it's murder mystery. It's not. It's trashy romance. That's what I'm into.
Speaking of West Wing, did we ever talk about going to see the play the other week?
No,
because it's not Disney at all. We went to watch To Kill a
Mockingbird.
Mockingbird, the Aaron Sorkin adaptation.
Josh, Jen knows. That's right, Josh and Donna. Josh and Donna. Jodder. Or Dosh. Sorry, I have to like. Every time we go off on a different route that's not Disney, I really feel like we've got a timer. Like we can do it for 3.5 minutes, and then I have to suck it back, and I feel like we've gone a bit.
Well, just before you do, I need to apologise to Nick and say we'll do your trip report next week because we're nearly up to the hour already.
Oh
so.
no, I'm so sorry,
I also
Nick.
forgot to put on the timer, I just realised.
That's right, doesn't matter. We've got a timer here as well, so it's all good.
Okay. Yes, and that's the Mystery of Mystics. That's where I went off.
Mystery of Mystics.
Because it was like Secret of Secrets.
Wonder of wonder, miracle of miracles.
Superfluous
word.
Yes, I've got you.
Bit musical.
Musical. We'll return to Avengers Campus on October the 25th, 2025. There is no posted end date. So this is not for the Halloween season. I know it seems it because Doctor Strange is strange. And it's going the week before Halloween. However, it's just a coincidence, and that sounds like it will run into the Christmas period. It's also a nighttime show, so it's kind of naturally coming back for when the evenings get darker.
Yes.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yes.
And that's in the studios?
That's in the studios in Avengers Campus.
It's always good when there's stuff like that going on late on in the studios.
It sucks people back in.
Yeah.
It stops the half-day park effect, doesn't it?
Yes.
Although that whole we've talked about this before, I'm going to say it again. As you walk in on the travelators, there's always a voice saying, to get the most out of your time at Disneyland Paris, we recommend visiting the Studios Park after 2 p.m. And I walk along going, shut up, you can't tell me what to do. I'm going to be my own woman. That is a really good tip.
Be the magic, Lucy.
We went in one afternoon. We went in, we rope dropped it one day, thinking we were clever, rope dropping it, tried to get the most out of it, and nothing will compare going back to Walt Disney Studios at like 3:30. Mm-hmm. Do that. That's where it's at. That's when the crowds get low. And
you can do it all and be out of it in time for the good stuff in the other park as well before the end of the night.
You can, unless you're hanging around for Doctor Strange.
Well, yeah.
And then you're just getting cold and going into Stark Kitchen for pasta. Yeah.
I like a bit of pasta.
We had pasta for tea.
Did you?
I feel like we're going back on that alternate timeline again. Do you?
This show's gone a little bit awry.
Yeah, okay, we're going to finish. Chris wanted to speak non-Disney vaguely. Me and Chris had a little other Hueless date the other day. We're swanning off without him quite a bit at the moment, aren't we? We went to see To Kill a Mockingbird, written by Aaron Sorkin, who wrote The West Wing, at Leeds Playhouse. And apparently you want to talk about that.
I just wondered if we had talked about it. I didn't mean we had to talk about it. I've not prepared anything to say about it.
It was really good.
It was very, very good.
It was very, very good. He is a legitimately very good writer. It's very hard to structure those kind of adaptations for stage. I think he did it so masterfully.
I completely agree because it played with timelines in an interesting way that it doesn't in the book, and but it was necessary, I think, to get through the play in the time that it did. So the whole thing centered around the court case, whereas in the book the court case is kind of the final third of the book, pretty much. Yeah. So it moves back and forth in time, which did get confusing a little bit at times. But the kids basically narrate the whole thing, don't they? And that's the other thing that's difficult is when you've got a book that's written in the first person, and then you have to cope with direct to audience address and with multiple characters and all that. And I think it did it very well. So that's it. That's us talking about that. Theatre reviews with Chris and Luz. Yeah. That's the next podcast. Yes. We could talk about that podcast. that we've started doing. We've done an episode already of our thing, haven't we?
Talk about all that stuff, Chris. Talk about all that. There's lots of it. And you weren't here to do all the plug-in and stuff.
Well, okay. Well, shall I talk about memberships a bit? Look, first off, those of you who've asked questions and things, I know we've run out of time today because we've waffled an awful lot. So I will make sure we get around to those questions next week. If any of you have any questions for us, if you want to send in a picture of you drinking out of your tiki cup so we can put it onto the screen when we're doing that. If you have a trip report, any of that stuff, send it through to mailbox at 37disneystreet.co.uk. Also, if you're feeling grumpy about something, if something's happened to you on your trip and you're just a little bit grumpy about it, generally like not proper full-on evil, miserable rants, but kind of something a bit more humorous than grumpy. You know the kind of thing that we can get our teeth into.
Yeah.
Send us that as well, because that's pretty cool.
No hate speech, please.
No hate speech. We'll just edit it out. But yes, the other thing is around memberships. I know I've waffled on about this for quite a while now over the last few weeks, but I just want to say a massive thanks to everybody so far who signed up for the membership with us. I know we've not done a lot in terms of early release content yet, but we do have things in the pipeline. As always, we have a lot of stuff on between us, don't we? So
yeah,
we're trying to get around to it. But we've got a new show coming.
I think we're very, very clear that this is a really fun hobby that we do for passions and things at our end. And so if we're a little disorganised, it's 'cause it's fitting around our lives. I know that people will listen to other podcasts where it is a proper concern and they have board meetings and things.
And they probably give far more factual accounts of situations occurring
we
than we do.
release things when we feel like it.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
That's all. I just wanted to say thanks to everybody who signed up so far. I will never, ever stop going on about, and I've already sent messages of thanks about 3 or 4 times now in the Patreon group, but I'll never stop thanking those of you who've supported us through Patreon over the last 4-5 years now, because honestly and truthfully, it's what's helped us keep going and get the show to the state that it's in at the moment, which is
literally,
we're eternally grateful for that, but we're eternally grateful for everybody who tunes in every week as well, who gets involved in the live, and because you're all part of this show. I'm looking down here because that's where you are, you're on my screen, but without you guys getting involved in this show, it would be nothing.
No, it would be nothing. And never feel that you have to give anything that you can't afford. You are supporting us merely by being a view on YouTube. Obviously, we do have advertising on YouTube when we send it.
Yeah, or a listener on the podcast.
Or a listener on the podcast. All that is great and great support. But we do, from the bottom of our heart, thank the people who just give that little bit extra, because we've literally just had to replace the show deck,
the trigger buttons for the things,
because it was not working, and so it's all money, isn't it? So that's great.
Yeah.
Yay! Right, is that it then? Do I finish it?
I think that probably is it. Yeah. Oh, there'll be a bit of a different title thing at the end. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this, but we're basically our Disney Street legends in our membership. They get a credit at the end. At the moment, it's going to scroll across the bottom, but I'm thinking of doing an old Sesame Street style ending with a voiceover that says, today's show was brought to you by the number 7 and the letter Y. And our Disney Street legends and stuff. But I haven't got around to doing that yet because, as with everything else, it's a hobby. It's a hobby, all right? Just get off my back.
I'm worried that we haven't been on the chat as much because there've only been 2 of us. There's not been spare
we have.
pages
We've been through it. It's all good.
I'm seeing some things like Martin's got a 4-year-old who wants to meet Spider-Man next August. That's awesome. Make sure you book it. We've just been through that. Does anyone... Oh, got that bit. Sorry, I'm just quickly skimming before we go. # be the magic Bonnie.
Michael says you're usually the person to keep us on course, but then Hugh says she keeps the ship steady, but I make sure the ship is on time. I was going to say runs on time, but I didn't write runs on time.
Our marriage, really, in one way or another. Right, in that case, I'm going to finish it up by saying I've been Lucy. This has been A Boy. Bye bye.
See you later, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.